Hey guys, what's going on today? Here it is Fat Matt. Today I'm going to be telling you guys my top 8 Call of Duty pros right now. So we're currently in the winter break of the Modern Warfare 3 season, so everything's kind of boring right now. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. So coming in at number 8, I have Insight on the Toronto Ultra. Now I think this guy is just slaying this year and he has a lot of impact, and I just think he's doing pretty solid. Now coming up next, I have Cellium. Now Cellium's actually very underrated right now on FaZe. He has one of the highest KDs this year, and he just always has that on the map impact. He's a very smart player, and I feel like a lot of people don't really realize that because he's almost quiet in the stat line. I know he has a high KD. I don't know how to explain it, but it's always like Simp and Abizi getting all the praise, and obviously Draza has the hype right now, but I feel like Cellium, as of right now, is very underappreciated, and I feel like he deserves this number 7 spot. And coming up next, I have Pred. Now I think Pred is also a very underrated player when it comes to the mental game. I feel like everybody praises people, like players will get praised for playing very smart, and Pred rarely gets that, but mostly this year, Pred has just been in the right spot at the right time a little too often. Like, it's almost like, oh, is this dude actually a really smart player, or does he just run and gun and get lucky in certain circumstances? But I feel like if you guys just watch Pred, you're like, damn, on hardpoint, he's always in the right spot to get like a 2 or a 3 piece or pull up behind some people. Like, he's kind of got that 400 IQ, and people don't really talk about that too much. Now, coming up next, I have Scrap, Big Boy Slayer. I don't, he wasn't getting a lot of credit after their first match, but I feel like now that they're oiled up, I feel like Scrap's getting the credit he deserves. I just think he's a top 5 player in the league. I think that's pretty normal. I feel like a lot of people feel that way about Scrap. I mean, like I said, we're in a break right now, so it's kind of hard to give these players their flowers because we haven't seen a lot of matches, and they're only playing once or twice a weekend, so it kind of blows. But anyway, coming up next, I have Metals on the Miami Heretics. Now, this team is banging, and Metals has the highest KD in the league, and he's low-key the biggest impact player in the league right now. But the thing is, Florida hasn't played too many great opponents yet. They're kind of just slapping up the bottom half of the league, which is still respectful because you're supposed to be able to slap up bad opponents. That's what makes you a good team, is being able to dominate the bad teams and being able to go, toe-to-toe with the good teams. So we'll see more as they play teams like FaZe or New York or Optic, how good they really are, but we could definitely say they're in the, they're in the top half of the league, and Metals is definitely one of the best players in the league right now. I mean, he's just going absolutely nuts. The only reason he's not higher is because they haven't had crazy opponents yet, like I said, so I guess we'll see for the rest of the season how high he really ends up being. Now coming up next, I have Hydra. Now, I mean, Hydra is just the most impactful player on the map. I mean, he's like a roaming sub. He literally has over 20 kills a map. Like, some people will drop duds, and you'll have the Shotzzy map where he gets 12 kills, or you'll have these guys getting duds. I feel like Hydra's always in like the 20 to 28 range. Like, dude is always slaying. He's consistently great, and it's kind of insane. Like, dude, the stick work is just crazy. Hydra's definitely a top 3 player, especially this year. I mean, he was the controller MVP. He's the best controller player. That's what he got voted at the award show. So, I mean, come on now. Now, coming in at number 2, I have Kenny. Now, Optic Kenny has literally turned this team around, because we know Optic has a lot of problems with overheating and kind of playing dumb in key moments, and they had that a little bit in the beginning of the year with S&D, but you could just tell with the hardpoint comeback and how they slam Surge and how they're playing these teams very strategically. And this team is just coming different. Like, I feel like I've watched Dashy and Shotzzy just grow up so much playing with Kenny that it's kind of really wholesome. Like, bro, you could watch Kenny stream, and that dude, he's just calculated, he's chill, he's smart. Kenny's just that guy, and he just might be the MVP of the CDL right now. But obviously, Simp is number 1. Dude is coming out and slamming everybody. This game type is just Simp's style, man. This is the closest we've had to BO4's mechanics in a weird way. It's very slide cancel-y and quick, and I mean, Simp can just run around in a flex roll. That's where he thrives. You let this dude pull out an AR, he's gonna beam you. You let him run around with the sub, he's gonna fry you. I mean, Simp is just terrifying. He's a little goblin. He is one half of the Tiny Terrors, and I mean, come on, he's probably gonna be MVP this year. FaZe is going to be dominant. They literally have, you could have put all of FaZe on this list, but I haven't seen enough from Draza or Abizi just yet this year to really put him here. But anyway, these are my top 8 Call of Duty pros heading into the first stage, because we're still in the middle of the first stage, but there's no matches being played right now because of the holidays. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.